The DOJ just released some new Akaash Singh files, and this man is cooked. Cooked, however the hell you want to cook it. He's done. He's done, dude.
I don't even want to say his name, but this loser whose name you said, like, he was on the Flagrant podcast like 5 years ago, and my husband just humbled the shit out of him and basically embarrassed him because he was like, I think what you do is corny and it's not really helping men. So there's that. I mean, this obviously goes without saying, but the misogyny was like really crazy because obviously we know it exists in our society, but to see it so rampant and like full force and just like unapologetically there, his comedy fans are not like that. It's more the podcast fan base that I don't think really resonate with him because a lot of them are like really racist and right wing. I think like those of them are more like that. But yeah, anyways, I said like those peripheral fans, like they might come at us just because we're brown girls being opinionated and they don't like opinionated women.
The heathen is back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised by this. Not gonna lie. Considering the wreckage she did to his career, the fact that you're gonna allow your wife to continue to have an online media presence after all she did to your career. Akash literally went through a cold Indian winter, and he's still allowing her to ruin his life. What is this? What's going on? Does it turn him on? It probably does. It's probably the only thing Let's refresh our memory real quick.
Was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money. I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy, and it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
So long story short, you know what I mean? Akaash Singh, who's the co-host of the Flagrant podcast, you know, is married to Jasleen Singh. I'm too invested into this bullshit marriage. But anyways, she wanted to have an online media presence, you know, so she started her own podcast. She had her own TikToks. And in doing so, this heathen uploaded videos that were degrading not only to her, but mostly to her husband. Basically made him look like a fool, made him look like a cuck, let's just be honest. But most importantly, like made him look like a liar and everything, how the relationship started. Not only that, she would degrade him live on 4K. She didn't want to kiss him in multiple videos. What the fuck? You know, she even publicly demanded a threesome. That's like, I'm not even joking. Top of that, the Flagrant audience has been cooking Akaash in the comment section. Every single podcast, all the comments is just solely about Akaash, to the point where Akaash hasn't even appeared in the past 7 episodes of Flagrant. They've literally bullied this man off the internet.
What's been on your mind?
Dude,
What's been on your heart?
I'm so glad you asked me, man. It's been really hard for me.
Hard for you?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Jasleen Singh is in the building. She wants vengeance.
And Jasleen comes back with this. This woman is enamored with the spotlight. She craves it. She wants a threesome with the spotlight. And it's not even with her husband. She wants the spotlight, Nav, and her. Anyways, I'm gonna show you more clips. That was the first clip about Jasleen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty shocked that Akaash is still allowing this. But you know, it is what it is. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it.
On the receiving end of the internet, and that to that scale,
It feels weird and it feels surreal because you're like, but you don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You've never talked to me. Like, you're taking the intention of this video in the complete wrong way. And I mean, this obviously goes without saying, but the misogyny was like really crazy because obviously we know it exists in our society, but to see it so rampant and like full force and just like unapologetically there, I was like, oh my God, like this is a real fucking thing. And it's like, it was bizarre to me because I'm like, my husband can go on stage and literally has a joke in his special about like getting a hooker isn't like cheating, it's just outsourcing, which I really don't care. Like, I think it's a funny joke, but it's like, if I say something that's equally, you know, raunchy, like, then I'm a whore or all these things. When it's like, but the reality is what the reality is. It's like, I was a virgin when I met my husband. We lost our virginity to each other. And I never made that a part of my identity. I only shared that because I share my life story, because I'm an oversharer. Y'all made it a part of my identity and then used it against me. I don't give a fuck if I was a virgin or I wasn't, or if my body count was 100, but it wasn't. Those are just facts. So if you want to take like tongue-in-cheek videos and make it into something it's not, like, that's not really a reflection of me. That's a reflection of them.
What type of logic? Like, just like, she's literally just saying, you don't know me. You can't judge me if you haven't even talked to me. I'm just like, what? Oh, I'm a trad wife, but I'm also an empowered woman. What are we talking about? It's like she contradicts herself every single sentence. She is implanting brain worms in all of our brains. Like, and also, why is she always staring at the ceiling? That's one thing I've always noticed. Like, whenever she talks, she's always like, yeah, and my God, yeah. I was like, bitch, what are you talking about? Is Nav in the ceiling right now? Is Nav naked in the ceiling? Like, why are you always just like freaking, like, you want to freaking, you know, have a fucking threesome with the ceiling as well? Like, this to me shows that there is no self-reflection with her. Like, instead of just going out and disappearing, you're gonna come back. And not only are you gonna come back to the public image, you're gonna come back with vengeance. You're gonna come back and attack everybody who objectively criticized you. And my thing is, Akash letting her do this is insane. It tells me everything I need to know about this marriage. Everything. Because it's like, of course, she has every right. She can do whatever the hell she wants. She's a grown woman. But as an adult, you have to reflect back on your own actions. She's not capable of doing that. So her partner, Akash, has to look at her and be like, hey, you are not helping out my career. My career is our only source of income. Bitch, help me out. It comes to a point where you have to say, you have to be honest with your partner. He can't do that. And for that, I had no compassion towards it. I had no empathy. Even worse now. I'm just like, dude, you are digging yourself in a deeper hole. And it seems like he is the one doing it. He's the one digging it. And then, you know, it's just Jasleen up there with Nav just telling him to work harder and dig deeper. That's literally it. And you know what? Andrew hates this. I'm pretty sure Andrew was the one who told Akaash, like, hey, man, get out of this country, go on tour. We're going to try to make, you know, the audience forget about this, which we will never forget. We're never going to forget. Because Andrew already made public comments about, you know, this marriage. He doesn't like her, dude. He doesn't like her.
This is what
All
Brilliant
I
Idiots
want
is
to
about.
say is simply this.
Keep your wife off the internet.
motherfucking internet. Why does your wife have a microphone in her face? Do not allow your wife to start a motherfucking podcast, bro.
Yes.
Okay, there can be one entertainer in this family. Delete it.
stuff.
Delete the podcast.
Delete ours?
No more influencing. No, I'm talking about her.
Oh, we're working on it.
No influencing.
Again, going back to Jasleen, this is just straight pure copium. Pure, 100% pure copium, bruh. She embarrassed her husband, degraded her husband. Now his career is in shambles, you know, and now she's over there pointing the blame at somebody else. She doesn't have not even the ability, the capacity to self-reflect. She has no accountability. Also, the entitlement is just like reaching levels of insanity. You know, like her talking about her I don't know what to call it. Pussy history or whatever the hell. I don't know. What do girls call it? I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like her talking about her virginity or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, we don't care. You're the one who brought it up. I don't care. For all I care, clear the cookies on the pussy history. I do not care. You're the one who brought it up. And then we looked at it. We looked at the files and we're just like, hey man, you're saying this, but Akash said this earlier. You know, this is not. And then of course it led to people like, you know, throwing jabs or whatever the hell, but still, she caused it.
I don't even want to say his fucking name, but this fucking loser whose name you said, like, he was on the Flagrant podcast like 5 fucking years ago. And my husband just humbled the shit out of him and basically embarrassed him because he was like, I think what you do is corny and it's not really helping men. So there's that. And I think every year he would try to like bait them by being like, oh, you guys are pussies or you guys are this. But then every year that clip would circulate. And I think deep down, it really embarrassed and humiliated and emasculated him. So when all of this first started, it was like very clear to see that there was like a lot of bot farming as well. And I could tell there were bots because like the 1,500 followers I gained on Instagram, I immediately lost like within the span of 2 months. So it was like up and then down. And then like all the nastiest comments on my Instagram videos that I didn't even delete, like a month later, it was all no, 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 no. So it was like, it was starting to become clear that there were like a lot of bots, which is funny because they say very racist things against Indians and South Asians, but like that's where you get your bots. Yeah, and there was something else I was going to say, but I think that's why people were saying, oh, it's PR, it's PR. Like I would never, and my husband would never like have to do anything for PR. Like all of the traffic I got was organic before that. So I think he had like a score to settle, but instead of like doing it like a man, he did it like a little bitch and like came at me. So, which I never really thought anyone would do, because it's also like, if you have a certain like ideal of like, you don't want women working and you don't want that, like, wouldn't I fit your ideal? Like I'm relying on my man to provide for me.
But anyways, she's accusing Myron of just like humiliating her marriage on public and all that stuff. I'm just like, I think there's a valid argument to say that she has humiliated her marriage just as much, if not even more, than Myron has. Like, all Myron is doing is publicly commenting on the content that you yourself are putting out. So if you don't put out any content, Myron doesn't have anything to trash on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, so it's stuff like that. I'm just like, dude, how can you not see the logic? And stop staring at the ceiling. And then she even brings up the bot argument. Oh, people who hate me are just bots. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm just like, what do you, bitch? It's not bots. It's just literally the 15 minutes of fame that you had. You have your 15 minute fame. People hop on. They want to see you. Obviously, you know, people like drama. They want to see you freaking trudge your way all the way down. And then once you're down, they'll unfollow you and leave and look for the other person to bring down. It's just human nature. Unfortunately, that's how it is. It's not bots. You're just using that as copium to not actually come to face with reality with what's really happening. That's what it is. And the fact that she's over here blaming the people in the comments, like for like the humiliation ritual of her marriage, I'm just like, that's like pure Joe Rogan-esque type behavior. Like, don't ever go full Rogan. Don't, like, the message to kids who are under 21, don't ever go full Rogan. I'm serious. You know, she literally just went full Rogan right there. Oh, don't listen to the people in the bot comment section. You know what I mean? No. You got to turn off your internet. Fuck him.
Discussing this topic with real people,
Yeah.
I've had real nuanced conversations about the topic as a whole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's probably more indicative of like the real world
Agreed.
than a comment section that's being paid for and bought out.
Yeah. And like, but I don't think people that are like regular internet users understand the extent to which it happens, and also how mentally unwell the comment section has become and what a cesspool it has become. And like, I will just be scrolling on Instagram and just see someone, like I saw the other day, this girl was like, oh, trying to become a model or something, or trying to get scouted as a model. And the first comment is like, yeah, but your face card isn't there. And it's like, who in their mind thinks like, this is what I want to write, like, to ruin this person's day because it'll make me feel better. Like, I personally, there's a lot of celebrities I don't like. I've never gone out of my way to publicly comment, whether it's on mine or a burner. I don't even have a burner. So it's like, you have to think about like the severity of someone's mental health, that this makes them feel better.
She is sounding exactly like Rogan right there, dude. Is she on Alpha Brain too? She's over here saying people who leave nasty comments make them feel better. People just do it because it's just human nature. And it's also because, you know, you're giving us content that's just completely laughable. And not only that, just you are self-harming your marriage, yourself, and your husband. What are we supposed to do to that? Oh, are we supposed to cheer you on? Are we supposed to cheer you on when you demand a public threesome? Oh, this woman wants a public threesome. Oh my God, the curse that this woman has. No. The next time she demands a public threesome, I will organize a protest and say, give this woman a public threesome now.
I just want to let you know, like, I know the periphery of Akaash's fan base, which is, I will say, more of the podcast fan base. And I know a lot of people during like our controversy were saying like, oh, it's because of his fans. It's because of his fans. Like his comedy fans are not like that. It's more the podcast fan base that I don't think really resonate with him, because a lot of them are like really racist and right wing. I think like those of them are more like that. But yeah, anyways, I said like those peripheral fans, like they might come at us just because we're brown girls being opinionated and they don't like opinionated.
Now she's going after the flagrant audience by naming them or labeling them as racist and right wing. The flagrant audience is literally the audience that, you know, financially supports your luxurious lifestyle. Like the flagrant audience is predominantly also Akaash Singh fans. They go out to his, you know, stand-up shows. They buy the tickets, which then fuels, you know, your fucking Chanel bags or what the hell she has, or, you know what I mean? Like, makes you buy another dog that you'll rather kiss instead of your own husband. Like, it's just like, why are you attacking the same people who are financially supporting you? And then it's also like, oh, people who leave comments are just racist, bigoted, and don't like brown girls or what the hell she said. I was just like, come on, dude. Like, you are deflecting from reality right there. Like, it's just like, come on. Don't. Oh my God, bro. Akaash, like, why hasn't he filed for divorce? Why hasn't he drafted the Declaration of Independence yet? Dude, what are you waiting for? Like, seriously, what are you waiting for? That's the only thing that's going to save his career. A freaking divorce. Draft the Declaration of Independence and you'll be free, my brother. Akaash is stuck. We know this. I kind of felt like the game plan was for this to die down. Then Akaash comes back to flagrant thinking we will forget, which we'll never forget. Instead, what his wife does is that she comes back, has freaking gasoline, and pours that all over the little fire that was remaining, and now it's back up to big flames. He is bringing this upon himself. He is cognizant of his own wife's actions, and he's allowing it. So, which means he's complicit. I think that's all the videos I had. I can make another video if you guys want regarding, because apparently Jasleen broke up with, not Nav. I mean, she broke up with her previous podcast host, and there's a whole drama there. I got some clips. So if you want me to make a video about that, I think I can do it tomorrow. I have to go shopping. I have to go fucking shopping, dude. I gotta go buy some new blankets, dude. I hate shopping. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next video. Peace, y'all.